morning from sunny Australia. This morning I drove about 2 hours north to a town called Norseman, which is essentially the start of the Nullarbor. Not the Nullarbor, but like the start of my journey east. I made it to the tourist center here for some information, and they've got lots of it, including where you can free camp if you want to, which is something that I do want to do. They've got information on how to cross the border between South Australia and Western Australia, and so much more, like what to do, what to see along the way. And the people are super friendly. They want to help you, so if you have any questions, just ask them. And that means that today is officially day one of crossing the Nullarbor across to Eastern Australia, I suppose. How long will it take me? I have absolutely no idea. So the ultimate drive, I would say, for this part of the trip, I suppose, is about 11 to 1200 kilometers. Now, I think if I do about 400 kilometers a day, that will take me 3 days to get across. People have warned me about the Nullarbor, severely warned me, as in, you know, be prepared, be prepared, be prepared. I actually bought a little extra petrol tank. I have not filled it up because I checked. There's plenty of petrol stations. I think as long as you're willing to pay the price, you're gonna be fine. I do have extra drinking water with me, and I have cooking water with me. I've got gas. The only thing is, as soon as you cross into Southern Australia, you're not allowed to bring in veggies or fruit, among other things. I'll put a picture up of what the information is. So it might be noodles for like day 2, day 3, but I'll survive. Welcome to the middle of the Outback. Look where I made it. 90 miles straight, which means the longest, straightest road in all of Australia, I think. But let's get going, I guess. That sign means that we have made it to the other side of the straight road. But we're not quite there yet, so let's get going. We've made it. I can't believe it, but we've made it. Well, we've made it to the campsite. I am in, I think it's, oh wait, I can see, Moodini Bluff. It is just after a roadhouse and it's completely free. There are toilets, which is perfect. So considering the fact that I need to finish all of my veggies before I enter South Australia, which will probably be tomorrow, I am going to make a very, very, very veggie pasta. Probably mostly veggies, but I don't want to throw them out, so let's go. It is 6:30 in the afternoon. I've eaten, brushed my teeth, and I'm actually in bed. Like, genuinely, I'm in the tent. I will say though, the mosquitoes are out, they're insane. And I also am tired. I drove a little over 750 kilometers today, all on my own, which I would say is quite a bit for doing that all on your own, especially if you're not used to it. I'm going to make a plan for tomorrow, and I will see you then. So, good night. Actually slept surprisingly well, I'm not gonna lie. Breakfast this morning is gonna be interesting because I've got 3 apples and a tomato to finish because I can't bring them into South Australia, but I think it's about less than 2 hours to the border. Welcome to the Nullarbor, everybody. I've made a little bit of a mistake. Apparently in Ukla, which is the quarantine station that I just passed, I guess the Nullarbor is kind of fair game or something, because if you drive from South Australia to Western Australia, you get checked in Ukla, and I think that I don't get checked until I reach, what's it called? Seduna, I think is what it's called. So I threw away all of my stuff for nothing. Or I ate it and like threw away the onion. But that's kind of sad, because I would have loved to use some onion and tomatoes tonight with the dinner, but you know, it's already gone. Ate 3 apples for nothing. It's gone. Either way, I've made it to the first sightseeing stop. It's definitely off-roading if you want to go sightseeing, so I have parked the car and I'm going to walk for a little bit, but it looks so stunning. I'm going to drive to the Nullarbor Roadhouse, which is another just under 2 hours away, which should get me there around 12 midday. Hopefully there I can figure out where I can camp tonight, because the map is not helping and I could not find any information in Ukla, which is where people said that I could gather information, but maybe at the Roadhouse people will know. Because I'm not entirely sure about wild camping. Like, I don't mind doing another night of wild camping, totally fine, but I just don't want to stay anywhere where I'm not allowed to. But going all the way to Seduna, I think a little bit too far, because I think it's still another 5-ish hours. Could be that I make it there, but I think if I want to see and do stuff along the way, I'm gonna have to, you know, head in early. That was the Nullarbor Roadhouse area. It's pretty famous. If you look up the Nullarbor, I think the sign with the whale is what you will most likely come across. I have no idea where I'm going to camp tonight, but I did a quick bit of research, and according to the internet there is a free campsite just a little bit further than Fowler's Bay. Fowler's Bay is somewhere that I wanted to check out. It's a 2-hour drive. Currently it is 2:15 in the afternoon. Let's get driving. Admit, and I think you might be able to see it from the video when I was at the Nullarbor Roadhouse, but I was a bit confused and a bit surprised that it was already 2 p.m. by the time I reached there, because I thought I would get there around 11:30, maybe 12-ish. But it makes perfect sense because of the time difference. I was wondering why this day was so incredibly short. I thought I've driven a lot, but not that much. But now it makes sense.